Chapter 6. Stairs. So long as you're feeling up to it, that's great. Everything is in the bathroom upstairs. Got just about everything we need, okay? Whenever you're ready. I sneak a glance to my master's left. There is a staircase heading up to a second floor, and my heartbeat is pounding in my temples. Had he not noticed? Or does he want to test me? I can feel myself start to shake again. Damn, why can't I control myself better? A good familiar wouldn't hesitate to move at his master's orders, even if it hurt. But... Blue? What's wrong? I can't help the way my eyes glance at the problem over my shoulder. I've given myself away. Master gasps, but all I can hear is the flurry of curses from my own mind. Nobody wants a damaged pet. He'll take me back, or leave me in an alleyway. I won't last the night, I want to tell him. I'll get picked off by someone stronger, or taken in pieces for an experiment at the hospitals. My mind reels as all the distant realities that I never wanted to think about all come crashing down on me. Stuck in an alleyway, cornered by the rougher crowd of my kind, constantly locked in a game of predatory survival. The streetwalkers are nearly always feral, and if they weren't, then by the time a few weeks were up, they would be feral or dead. My mind unhelpfully conjures up more and more horrifying and volatile scenes, useless begging for them to leave me unharmed, wondering if they would be the kind to take me to a facility for some kind of reward, keep me for as long as my body holds out, or use what little meat I have on my bones to feed themselves. Or will my fate lie with someone other than my own kind? If another person were to pick me up for themselves or to take me to a research lab, I can't tell which would be worse. Being kept by someone who would take in a familiar off the streets is not traditionally a good sign. They are the ones who want to have you without the paper trail that leads your body back to them. Then again, a hospital or research lab would just stick me in a cage in the back of a room somewhere, entirely isolated, testing things until someone finally gives me a bad drug and my insides melt. None of these options are close to what I have here. Even if this man beats me, uses me, and casts from me until I have nothing left, he still named me. He gave me treats when I was scared and stupid in front of him, instead of beating and berating me. He took me into his home. I want to scream and beg and plead, but I stay as still as I can as I hear my master cry out. "What the hell happened to you? Those look like burns." "I'm sorry, master." And I am. I'm sorry that he saw, that he chose me, that he sees how worthless I am. I'm sorry that he got such an ill-behaving pet. "Blue." He grasps my shoulders and I can't hold back my whimpering. "Blue, what happened?" "I was bad. I deserved it." I can't help the way that I choke on my words. "What do you mean? What did you do?" This master deserves to know what he has, what a terribly disappointing familiar he has. It's the only thing that keeps me talking, knowing what a terrible deal my master got at the market, knowing that I mean nothing, and he asked me a question that deserves an answer. "I disobeyed. I shouldn't have. I know better now. I won't forget. I stood. I knew I wasn't allowed to act like I was better than an animal. I know better now. They burned the bottoms of my feet so I wouldn't do it again. I learned, master. I belong on the ground. I can be good. I swear." I'm silenced by a hand over my mouth. Me and my big mouth. A tremor rushes through me as I wonder if he's going to sew it shut. It happened to another pet who served at the same house as me. They bled and cried for weeks. I never understood why master didn't choose to gag them, and I can only hope that my current master thinks the same. A gag, while uncomfortable, is much better than stitches. His other hand moves behind my head, and I have to bite down the urge to turn my head to see what he's doing. But I can't stop myself from jerking forward at the unnatural cold of his hands as they come down on my feet. The hand comes off the second I jerk forward and send myself flying into my master's chest. So it is up to me to drown the terrified scream I want to make. I'm touching my master when I haven't been allowed. Why can I not be good for 2 minutes? Both arms close around me, and I find myself loosely held to his chest, with his scent, his presence engulfing me. For a few moments I can't help but inhale deeply, scenting my master. The smell of old leather and essential oils calm me. He doesn't know I'm scenting him. What he doesn't know won't hurt him. But the scent coming off of him is being etched in fine detail in my mind. I can't remember the last time I was held in such a way. I didn't mean to spook you. I was just trying an old healing spell I used whenever I got into a bit too much trouble as a kid. He doesn't throw me to the floor, just pats gently at my side, allowing me to stay plastered to him. Would you let me try again? I promise it's just a healing spell. I am pressed flush against his chest, so close to him I can feel the words through the vibrations of his body. He's solid against me, but not immovable steel. He's malleable enough that there is comfort in the closeness. He's so warm, and I'm so drunk on human contact that I nod softly at his bizarre request for my consent, allowing my cheek to nuzzle fondly into his shirt with the motion. His hands reach behind me once again, but I'm prepared this time for the cold of his hands. There, that's all. You still shouldn't walk for a day or two, though. Magic heals the physical injury, but it takes time for everything to catch up with itself. You won't be stable on your feet until then. Master slides a hand under my knees and the other behind my back as he turns me over and stands, taking me with him. Up in the air, I am suddenly much more vulnerable than I'd like to be. Still, struggling will only bring trouble. Master might drop me. He doesn't seem to mind my hands clutching at his shirt as he carries me up the stairs. I can only wonder how long this leniency will last. In the end, Master doesn't drop me. He sets me down with care in a bright off-white room with nice-looking brown wood cabinets. The sound of water running distracts me from anything further. Master is filling up a tub. I suppose that makes sense. It's unlikely that Master will be able to stay completely clean after hosing me down. It makes sense that he would want his bath ready for him when he gets back, though I wonder why he isn't calling a servant to do it for him. There's a slight temptation in me to go up and splash with a little of the tub water, make a cute face before jumping in. I could play it off as a joke, just to feel the warm and clean water against my skin for a few moments. I'd get smacked around a bit, but if I played myself just cute and enticing enough, it might not end too badly. Still, the leniency my master has already showed me makes me put the disobedient thoughts out of my mind. He's been so kind. He deserves a pet who knows his place, who doesn't even think about disobeying or playing with his master. So I stay exactly where my master put me, trying not to further dirty his floor.